Week 15 weigh-in, and I'm going to be sharing a new hot breakfast that I created. Hi, I'm Dina. Welcome to my channel, Living Mosaic. Thanks for joining me today. And those of you who follow me know that I do my weekly injection on Friday and I do my weigh-in. And I usually talk about three main points in my weight loss progress, and that's weight, BMI, and body fat. And I'm going to start that right now. So last Friday the 17th, my weight was 245.6 pounds. My BMI was 39.9. My body fat was 53.2%. This week, my body fat was 52.7%. That's down 0.5%. My BMI was 39.7, down 0.2. And then my weight was 243.8, down 1.8 pounds. So I'm really excited about that loss. I'm excited that my BMI is under 40, even though there's some, misconstrued or flubbing type of consistency with the BMI. And, but it's just nice to see it under 40. You know what I mean? Even if it's not that big of a deal. But under 40 is kind of neat to see that. And with this weight loss, it has now brought me to a 30-pound weight loss so far since mid-July. So that is really exciting. Now, I'll show you here my progress with my weight trends, and you'll see it shows the past 3 weeks, the 10th, the 17th, and the 24th, and it kind of shows a big jump from the 10th to the 17th. For those of you who've been watching, I had a big weight loss week that week, and then this week, and then the trend is gradually going down. So that's really nice, and it shows the 30-pound loss there. So very excited about that information. Now, what I'm going to share with you today is kind of a little bit about how my day started and the things I did. So I've mentioned in a post that I created a few days ago, or I don't know if it was 2 days ago, that it's getting colder here in Ohio. And so I've been making my GLP-1 high protein breakfast smoothie all summer long. I love it. It's been my number one breakfast because I can put it all in the blender and I drink it, and I'll post that right here so you can see that if you'd like to know. That is what I eat for breakfast 99% of the time. And so, or I drink for breakfast, and I love it. It gives me a lot of protein, a lot of fiber. It's very tasty, and it's exciting. So with the weather getting chillier, though, I've kind of thought to myself, and this is my process I've been going through, what if I don't want to take a smoothie to work because it's cold, and I do like my smoothie to be cold. I will put ice in it after I make it, just to keep it really cold. But it's cold, like on the inside of your body when you drink something cold when it's cold out. So we're not at frigid temperatures yet, but I'm starting to at least play with the idea that I need to be making something that's warmer for breakfast on occasion. If it's not every single day, it'll be on occasion. And I want to make sure that it's something that's not going to upset my stomach, because I have never really been a big breakfast eater, and I want to be careful the kind of breakfast that I eat, because I have had situations where it has made me not feel well, or I've had indigestion. So I do not want that at all. So what I decided to do was, in my mind, I was like, I'm going to make an egg this morning, and I'll have a piece of Ezekiel bread. And I kind of like my egg with a little bit of gooey in it. So like medium, over medium. And that's kind of what I was thinking. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my muesli out, and that's what I put in my smoothie, and I'm going to make a hot version of it. So I just followed the back of the bag recipe for the hot muesli, and I'll show you a picture of my muesli. I use the Bob's Red Mill muesli, and you could, like, on the back, there's 3 ways to make it: cold, hot, and then I think it's Swiss style. And so I just followed the directions for the hot, and it basically was a quarter of a cup, which is what I eat every morning anyways in my protein smoothie. And I took a quarter of a cup and put it with half a cup of water and put it in the microwave for a minute. I stirred it, put it back in there for another minute, and I stirred it. And I'll show you what it looks like here when it came out of the microwave. And so that's a pretty big cup that I have there. It's kind of like a soup cup, sort of. It's definitely not for like coffee or tea. It's a bigger cup, and it made a really nice amount. And I put in it vanilla, and I put in it just a dash of salt. And I use the pink Himalayan salt, and I think it's Watson's vanilla. Watson's or Watkins. This is one of the two. And I'm going to show a picture of that here in a minute. And it was really good. And I had on the side a half a bottle of my Core Life vanilla protein shake, because I'm not drinking those full bottles, because I had created a video previously that talked about the protein shakes and how good they were, but drinking that much with the milk in it irritated my stomach. So I'm only drinking a little increments, and that seems to be working out fine. So I don't want to drink more than half a bottle of those, and which is nice because they're expensive and it kind of makes it stretch. So one morning I think I put in a half a cup of one of those vanilla protein shakes in my smoothie when I blended it and made it a little more creamy. And I can take that or leave it. It's whatever. But I was just trying to use some of that up. But I think that it'll be nice to keep on hand for when I want to maybe have a little on the side, or even put a dash of it in my muesli, which I did that. I put a little bit in there. I put a very thin sliver, I would say like half of a tablespoon of butter, unsalted butter, in my muesli when it came out, and I drizzled a little bit of that vanilla protein shake on top, kind of like as you would milk for oatmeal, and I stirred it up with a dash of salt and vanilla, and it was delicious. It was really good. So I love that. And then I still made the egg, but I decided not to do the Ezekiel bread because I'm already eating the muesli and I don't need a slice of bread because I've already got my carb product here. And so I cooked the egg, and I'll show you how I think it looks great. This is in one of those mini frying pans right here. And that is with my seasoned pepper on it and a little bit of pink Himalaya salt. And it came out wonderfully. And rather than dirty a dish, I decided to just take that out of the pan, fold it up, and put it right in the bowl next to my muesli. So I kind of pushed my muesli over, and then I just put that egg right in there, and I put it together. So it was in that big jumbo bowl. It's like a mug, and just ate it together like that, as if it were on a plate. And I even, and this is really, some of you might think sounds weird, but I decided, okay, let me take a bite of the egg with a bite of the muesli to see how it was, because the egg had the seasoned pepper, a little bit of salt. Oh, and it was cooked in a half a tablespoon of butter as well. That's how I cook my eggs. And took that with a little bit of the muesli, and it was kind of like savory and a little bit sweet, even though the muesli it's not overpoweringly sweet by any means, just a hint of sweetness. I think it's because it has the dates and the raisins in it. I think it's dates. But anyways, I just thought that was a really nice combo, and it was really flavorful. So that was really good, and I was pleased with that. And then I put on my new kicks because I was getting ready to go to the YMCA and do my workouts there. And so I got those shoes on and I went ahead and got ready to go. And I was super excited about heading over there and doing one of the fitness classes. And then I walked the track for a mile after the fitness class. And I decided to take my pickleball paddle, which I have this really cute little pickleball bag. And I used to play pickleball there all the time years ago. But I ended up changing my job situation and I worked further away. So it just wasn't something I could do. I could not do pickleball anymore. And that was sad. And I took it with me just in case I decided to play. And I was walking the track, and the track surrounds the gym area. So you can see what goes on in the gym while you're walking the track. So I was walking the track, and people were starting to set up the pickleball nets. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. There was only about 6 players at the time, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and go down, and I'm gonna sit in the chair with my stuff, and I'll just start talking to somebody, and then I'll just get in there and play. And that's exactly what I did. And I played, and I said, I'm rusty. I said, it's been years. And it's been, I want to say 9-ish years since I've played pickleball. So I was kind of concerned that I was going to mess up really bad and just be terrible. And that's kind of why I put that off for a while, even though I had joined the gym and had the membership back for a while. I just didn't go back and play. And I'm off on Fridays, so they'd play Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I went ahead and played, and there was a couple shots that I missed, but I was pleasantly surprised at how well I did. It was like, and they had even said to me, "You're rusty? You haven't played?" And so that was great. That felt really good. And I made some really good shots, and it was super exciting because pickleball has always been my sport. Like, I felt like this was the sport that I was really good at in my whole life, like the best. I'm not saying I'm the best player. I'm saying out of all the sports I've played, I felt pickleball was my jam. That was the thing that I was really super into, very passionate and excited about it. And so it felt really good to get out there and play. And I played only 2 games, and they were kind of like, oh, you're going already? Like, they didn't want me to leave. So I felt really good about that. And it was really a productive day. I've already gotten all my steps in, like, before 4 o'clock today. I was able to get all of my steps in, which generally it takes me the whole day because I'm at work. My job's pretty sedentary, but I try to move around as much as possible. And then I come home, and I bought a rebounder about a week ago. And so that's kind of been something that I've added to my routine as well. And I get on the rebounder and I jump to help with my getting my steps in when I know that I haven't gotten there yet after I get home from work. So I think all in all, like, it's been a really, really great week. I've gotten all my steps in every day this week so far, and I just feel really good. I feel like things are really moving for me. And I know there's not going to be huge, big weight loss every week, but I already know that my numbers are great. My blood work's great. I'm being more active, and I think a lot of you out there, thank you so much for sharing those videos because it definitely has encouraged me to get out there and do more and move more and to get back into the swing of things. So I feel really good about it. I'm thankful for my progress, and I'm thankful for all of you who join me in my journey and watch my videos. And for those of you who have subscribed to my videos, please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if there's anything that's keeping you from beginning a GLP-1 journey, I really highly recommend it. I look back and think, oh man, I wished I had known more about this earlier. I could have been so much further down the road, but we have to get things when we get them. And I'm not going to really worry too much about that, but I am going to be super thankful for what I have now and the progress that I'm making. And I'm just really appreciate you all. So continue to watch my videos and join me on my journey. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you're doing this week as far as your favorite exercise. Like if you have a favorite thing you're doing that you feel is really helping you be productive and progress in your journey, please share that down below. It's really exciting for me to see that and to get feedback, and it helps me and it supports me. And I just really enjoy, the camaraderie between other, GLP-1 folks who are out there doing their journey. And as always, just remember all of our experiences in life, good and bad, really make us who we are. They make us into this beautiful, colorful picture that's full of all these different pieces of events and situations in our life and make us into a beautiful living mosaic. So until next time, I want to thank you, and I hope you all take care and be blessed. Bye.